Welcome to Antibes, the true heart of the French Riviera. If you're looking for the perfect mix of authentic charm and jaw-dropping scenery, you've hit the jackpot. This city is a photographer's dream, where the snow-capped Alps meet the turquoise Mediterranean. But Antibes isn't just about the views, it's packed with history, hidden gems, and incredible spots to explore. We've rounded up our top 10 highlights for you. If you check these off your list, you've seen the best of this coastal paradise. To give you some perspective, Antibes is perfectly tucked between Nice and Cannes. It's essentially split into three main areas: the historic Old Town and Port Vauban in the north, the wild and lush Cap d'Antibes to the south, and the vibrant seaside resort of Juan-les-Pins to the west. Understanding these three spots is key to mastering your trip, so let's start where the soul of the city lies. And there's no better place to feel that soul than right here in the Old Town. Getting lost in these narrow, winding cobblestone streets is the ultimate Antibes experience. It's a maze of pastel-colored shutters, overflowing flower boxes, and small artisan shops that look like they've been frozen in time. Even with the world watching, the city's timeless Provençal charm remains untouched and as vibrant as ever. So take your time to wander, do a little window shopping, and definitely stop for a drink or full meal on one of the many terraces, which stay open year-round, unless it's pouring rain. If you love seafood, 𝗓𝗏 in Rue de la République is a legendary local favorite, where you can see the daily catch right at the door. For something a bit more modern and chic, head to the terrace at Ferny, just opposite. Their seasonal Mediterranean dishes, like sea bass or tuna tataki, are as beautiful as the setting itself. Just a tip, most places only serve during lunch and dinner hours. The real heartbeat of the Old Town is the Marché Provençal. Every morning, except on Mondays, this historic covered market comes alive with the scents of lavender, fresh vegetables, and local cheeses. It's a feast for the senses. If you want to experience it like a local, get here early, before the crowds, and grab some fancy candy or even spices to take back home. The Old Town is the perfect starting point for your journey through Antibes, and part of that historic center is the hidden gem Le Safranier. While this residential area is technically an independent commune within the city, it feels like a secret garden. It's famous for being the most floral and picturesque quarter in Antibes. Forget the story that's behind it. What really stands out are these beautiful little alleys, where climbing plants cover the old stone walls and drape the houses in vibrant greens and pops of color. It's incredibly quiet and peaceful here, the ultimate spot for those postcard-perfect photos. So pay attention to the details, because honestly, every corner feels like a movie set. Anya and I treated ourselves to a little break at Place du Safranier, at 𝗓𝗵𝗶𝘀𝗀 incredible pâtisserie. Just look at these intricately decorated little masterpieces. We simply couldn't resist. Paired with a coffee on the shaded terrace, it's the kind of place where you easily lose track of time. But hey, there are worse things in life, right? Just a few steps from the Safranier district and the market, you'll find the iconic Château Grimaldi, which now houses the Picasso Museum. In 1946, Pablo Picasso used this very castle as his studio. He adored the light of Antibes and left dozens of his works to the city. 20 years later, the castle became the first ever museum dedicated to the artist. Inside, you can feel that creative energy in every room, even though it's not all about Picasso. You'll also find pieces by Nicolas de Staël, Hans Hartung, Anna-Eva Bergman, and many more. It's actually a great mix of major art trends from the 20th and early 21st century, with something new to discover around every corner. But the real showstopper is probably the outdoor sculpture terrace. It offers one of the most beautiful views over the Mediterranean, framed by striking modern art. Even if you aren't a huge art buff, standing here on the edge of the ancient stone walls, looking out at the sea, is a moment you won't forget. Just a heads up, during peak season, the line out front can get pretty massive. If you're visiting in the middle of summer, your best bet is to come either early in the morning or later in the afternoon to beat the crowds. Now let's head down to the Remparts, those historic seawalls that truly define the face of Antibes. We already caught a glimpse of them from the museum terrace, but they deserve a closer look. Today, there's so much more than just old seawalls. They're the perfect stage for a scenic stroll between the historic heart of the town and the crashing waves below. And the best part is, they've recently become completely car-free. Most of what you see today was designed by the legendary military engineer Vauban to protect the city centuries ago. Walking along the Promenade Amiral de Grasse, you get this incredible perspective of Antibes. Ancient stone on one side and the vast blue Mediterranean on the other. And as you reach the end of the walls towards the port, keep an eye out for the giant 𝗔𝗵𝗶𝘀 statue, that massive white figure made of letters looking out to sea. It's the perfect landmark to bridge the gap between the old town and the modern harbor where we're heading next. If you're loving these views and want all our insider tips, maps and hidden gems for the entire coastline right on your phone, don't forget to check out our Top 50 French Riviera guide. It's a curated PDF designed to save you time and show you the very best of the Côte d'Azur. Must-see cities, villages, beaches, experiences, restaurants, and so much more. Just scan the QR code to grab your guide. Now let's head over to where the big boats live. Leaving the old world behind, we step into Port Vauban. This isn't just any harbor, it's the largest marina in Europe with over 1,500 berths. Before we look closer at the Glitz, let's talk about the soul of this place. If you come here in the morning, right by the edge of the old seawalls, you'll find the local fishermen selling their fresh catch. It's as authentic as it gets and a great reminder of Antibes' roots. Just a few steps further, the scale changes completely at the 𝗂𝗵𝗶𝘀 or Billionaires Quay. This is where the world's largest super yachts dock, floating palaces that make everything else look tiny. For the best perspective of this massive contrast, hop on the giant Ferris wheel on the Esplanade. It's usually parked here most of the year, and as you can tell from our footage, we took a ride during the holiday season. But no matter what time of year you go, it gives you a bird's eye view of the historic fort, the old town, and all those gleaming masts below. Just a heads up, it does move occasionally for special events, so keep your fingers crossed that it's there when you visit. Whether the wheel is there or not, the massive fortress guarding the other side of the harbor definitely isn't going anywhere. Our number 6, the Fort Carré, a 16th century masterpiece, is famous for its unique star shape and its role in protecting the border for centuries. Back then, Antibes was the very edge of the Kingdom of France, and the fort stood as the last line of defense against the neighboring county of Nice. Walking up to the massive building takes you through a beautiful protected park that feels worlds away from the busy harbor. There's even a great coastal path wrapping around the fort that's worth exploring. When we arrived at the fort, we found out that a guided tour was just about to start. It's actually included in the ticket price and available in English upon request, so of course we jumped right in. And once again we realized how much more interesting a place becomes when you get some insider background info. For example, we learned that the legendary architect Vauban actually had almost nothing to do with building this fort, but he certainly had an opinion on it. He famously called it one of the worst forts he'd ever seen, mainly because it's set way too high, making it a far too easy target for any enemy to spot. Once you reach the top, the ramparts offer the most breathtaking views. From here you can see the entire coastline, the snowy Alps, and of course look right back at the old town where we just came from. It's arguably the best lookout point in the city, and if the walls look familiar to you, you might recognize them from the James Bond classic Never Say Never Again. After all that history, it's time to kick off our shoes with number 7, the best beaches. What makes Antibes so special is that, unlike the pebbly shores of Nice, you'll find plenty of soft, golden sand here. So check out our favorite beaches. If you want to stay close to the action, Plage de la Gravette is tucked right behind the harbor walls, a hidden oasis in the heart of the city. For that iconic view, head over to 𝗪𝗵𝗂𝗪. It's the perfect spot to relax while looking back at the skyline of the old town. Plage de la Garoupe on the Cap d'Antibes is an absolute dream, famous for its crystal clear water. It's actually undergoing a major renovation right now, but it should be back to its full glory very soon. If you're looking for something more dramatic, the 𝗵𝗶𝗱𝗲𝗃, the southern tip of the cap, is as spectacular as it gets. In the summer, you can even spot some pretty daring cliff jumpers here. But our secret favorite has to be Plage des Ondes. With its iconic stone tower and a stunning view towards Cannes, it's the absolute perfect spot for a sunset picnic. And if you're looking for a bit more vibe and luxury, the sandy stretches of Juan-les-Pins are where you want to be. So whether you want to sunbathe, take a dip, or just enjoy a sunset drink, Antibes definitely has a beach with your name on it. Speaking of Plage de la Garoupe, which we showed you a minute ago, this is also the starting point for one of the most stunning walks you can take on the entire Riviera, the Sentier du Littoral. This coastal path winds its way right along the edge of the Cap d'Antibes. It's a narrow stone trail that takes you past hidden coves, dramatic white limestone cliffs, and some of the most exclusive estates in the world, hidden behind high walls and lush gardens. It takes about 90 minutes to 2 hours to complete the 5-kilometer loop, and every single turn offers a new breathtaking view of the turquoise sea. It's the best way to see the wild side of the Cape that you just can't reach by car. Make sure to wear decent shoes though, it can get a bit rocky. After exploring the rugged coastline at sea level, it's time to head uphill for a change of perspective at number 9, Garoupe Hill. The undisputed star up here, the highest point of Cap d'Antibes, is the lighthouse. A wooden predecessor of the current tower was mentioned in maritime charts as far back as the 16th century. A later version from 1837 was destroyed during World War II, leading to the inauguration of the lighthouse you see today in 1948. It's exactly 116 steps to the top, bringing you to a total of 103 meters above sea level. And let us tell you, the view is fantastic. You can see the pre-Alp on the horizon, the old town of Antibes with its harbor, and the entire stretch of the Cap below you. Looking west, you'll spot the islands of Cannes and the red rocks of the 𝗓𝗏𝗄 Massif. To give you an idea of the scale, on a clear day, the view reaches all the way from Cap Camarin near Saint-Tropez in the west to the Italian coast in the east. The lighthouse's powerful beam, with a range of approximately 60 kilometers, makes it one of the most powerful on the Mediterranean coast, emitting 2 flashes every 10 seconds. The lighthouse is still fully operational, and after being closed for years, it only reopened to the public about 3 years ago. Best of all, admission is free. And here's an extra tip. The view from the square right in front of the neighboring Chapelle de la Garoupe is also great. Even better, on a sunny day you can grab a table in the shade of the trees at the little bistro there. They serve simple, typical local dishes, perfect for a relaxed lunch while letting your eyes wander across the horizon. For our final stop, we're heading to the vibrant heart of the local holiday scene, Juan-les-Pins. This is the city's lively tourist hub, famous for its long golden sandy beaches, chic boutiques, and grand hotels. If you're looking for that classic Riviera lifestyle where you can enjoy a cocktail or a delicious dinner with your feet in the sand, this is exactly where you want to be. This part of town is also world-renowned for its legendary festival, Jazz à Juin, where the biggest names in music have performed under pine trees for decades. You can always feel that soulful, artistic energy in the air. And for a real taste of the roaring 20s, you have to stop by the iconic 𝗓𝗶𝗱𝗲. It's the former home of F. Scott Fitzgerald, and walking into the bar feels like stepping straight into the Great Gatsby. So whether you're here for the glitz, the history, or the nightlife, Juan-les-Pins is the perfect high note to end your Antibes adventure. If you enjoyed the vibe of this tour, definitely head over to our channel page. We've filmed similar guides for pretty much every city and famous village along the French Riviera. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.